Welcome back, my 26 honeys, and maybe you become part of us. This is a short, hopefully short episode where we talk about you feeling lost in life doesn't mean that something is wrong with you and that you're late to life. No, just because everyone else is getting married, just because everyone else is getting engaged, just because everyone else is getting having babies and doing this and pursuing that career and getting divorced and like whatever's going on, those type of things. A lot of people think that all these superficial, when I say superficial goals, like getting married and those type of things, they should never be main goals of life, because you can get married, you can have your children, you can have the career path that you want to pursue, those type of things. That's beautiful. It's just when it becomes your main goal in life, then I personally feel like you didn't get what life actually means, because what happens after that? A lot of people only pursue these things because they feel like that's what will fulfill them. But unfortunately, after they have accomplished all those milestones, that what the society told you and sold you, that wasn't the answer to real fulfillment. Like traditional things that your parents told you to do or whatever, right? That's what they know and that's what they think is security and fulfillment. And if you're one of those few people that feel like they don't belong, that's because you truly value your authentic self. See, those milestones in life, there's nothing wrong with them. That's beautiful things to do in life. It's just when this becomes your main goal in life, what happens after that? Let me tell you where the problem is. Let me tell you something. The problem is that we attach meaning to things. That's how the world works, right? That's how words work. We give things meaning. When we've been told and taught that this is what will give you fulfillment, but something deep down in you already knows more than that, and you're connected to this deep inner knowing, you feel that something's off. It doesn't make sense to you. And that is because you are connected to your intuition or something, whatever you want to call it, whatever you believe in, you name it, that is guiding you towards your highest good. And your highest good means fulfillment, right? Expansion. Let's stay with this example of a marriage. You will pursue this just because you think it will fulfill you. We can also apply this to whatever, like anything. Could be a career path, you becoming a, I don't know, a doctor, something. And you're only pursuing these because you've been told that this is what will make you happy. And you started to believe this from early on. And then people do this and then they have their midlife crisis at some point in life, or something else happens, or they get divorced. You know why? Because I was telling you something, and it's
Let me tell you something.
that the fulfillment that we attach to those things is an illusion. This illusion, we create this, okay? Like the society, world, the collective creates an illusion, and you go with this illusion. Either you feel fulfilled by becoming, let's say, a doctor or something, then this is your path. Yeah, you found it. But if you don't, then you will feel lost. Then you will feel like, oh, anything out there that I can do, all those traditional career paths, they're not fulfilling me. They're not giving me what I'm looking for, because you looked into those things and you feel like you cannot really see yourself in any of those. You can also not see yourself getting married right now just because. Then that is because you have tapped into your core, your authentic self, and you value it so much that you cannot just suffocate it and fake it. It wouldn't work, because you have seen the truth. Like, you have seen past this illusion. We are conditioned. If you understand that we are conditioned to believe that certain things give us fulfillment and certain things don't, then you start to look for true fulfillment and look to find those answers within, and not in what other people tell you is the norm. Like, this is good, this is what will give you freedom, and this is what will give you peace, and this is what love means, and like those type of things, the when the veil falls or disappears, you see through it and you understand that true fulfillment, peace, freedom, love, all those things, they only can come from within. So it could be as little as something that you do on a daily basis. But if someone would ask you what your passion is, that's not something that you would answer. Let's say you like to meditate. I love to meditate. If someone would ask me, what's your passion? And I would tell them to sit there and be nothing, that's not socially acceptable. And it's not only not acceptable, it's because people cannot comprehend this. There's no mental capacity to grasp it, because they are closed off to this idea that anything outside of their worldview can be fulfilling. Obviously people tell you like, oh, you do you, but that's just what they say. And a lot of the times there is judgment attached to those things that people say. They will tell you do you, but behind closed doors, they might talk about you in a different way, which shouldn't be your concern anyway. But what I'm saying is, feeling lost in life is actually a very good thing, because that means you are allowing life to, or the universe, or whatever you believe in, God, angels, the gods and goddesses, you believe in true fulfillment. You believe that there is more to life, and it can feel lonely sometimes because it's just a very few people that you meet that have the same worldview. Maybe you don't even know people in person. Maybe it's just people that you see online, which was the case for me a while ago, where I thought, oh, this is so different than what I see around me. Wait, by the way, if you wonder why I'm holding my microphone like this, is I tend to eat it. No, it tends to kiss me. Be good with being different. It only becomes lonely because it's just not the majority of people. That's just not what society is. And that's not what, especially not how the system is built. If you become comfortable with the fact that you are, and you can be an outsider and still be fulfilled, and that it's true and valid, acknowledge the fact that you are happy and you can be happy with things that other people don't think is normal. There's not just one normal out there. There is more to life. There's much more to life. Fulfillment can be found in so many things, because life is intense. If you're living life with all of your senses, if you're living life with your heart and fully immerse yourself in the moment, in the now, then life is fulfilling, and we will arrive at the end. All of us will arrive at the same place when life ends. Like, life will end for everyone and life will begin again. That's the cycle of life, of this universe. So don't put so much pressure and weight on an end goal, because that's not the important thing. The most important thing is what happens in between. And life is about all that in between. And the time will pass anyway. So what you think that people that have found their what? So what you think that people that have found their passion are doing in their day-to-day lives, never compare yourself, because first of all, you don't even know what their day-to-day looks like. And it's not only their day-to-day, it's most of the times it's hidden somewhere in them, not only mentally, but it's also in your whole system. It's your body. That's why I believe that things that are suppressed, they will catch up on you and turn into diseases if people keep suppressing those things. But that's because I like to approach things from a holistic perspective. Apart from that, it doesn't matter what the day to day looks like. It's more about how that is being lived, because things can look very fancy on the outside and they can look very expensive, but that doesn't mean anything and doesn't tell you anything about how this person is living that. And when I say how this person is living it, means there is a state of being from which we do things, from which we enjoy things, from which we see things, feel. This state of being is what makes life alive. This will determine if you live your life alive or like a zombie or just out of track, if that makes sense. It's difficult to put it in words, but you, the one that feels like they are lost in life, you have found a path to your true self. It may not be 100% clear each and every time, but there is some type of connection you have built to your core, to your essence. You try to stay on that lane as close as possible, which is a beautiful thing. You aim to live life as intense as possible. What I mean by that is with your senses, all of yourself, and you go all in. And that is very beautiful. Try to be balanced. Of course, we always have to keep our balance with everything in life, with emotions and anything. But all in means we're perceiving life with all that we are. And this allows us to feel true freedom and peace and fulfillment. This is what real fulfillment is. It's coming from within. And it's in every little thing. It's not just found in a goal somewhere, in a milestone. That's not where the fulfillment is, because when you reach that thing, people reach that far and then they be like, oh, it's still like, oh, this is the next thing and this is the next thing and this is the next thing to do. And it's perfect to have goals in life. That's beautiful. I'm not telling you to not have goals. I'm telling you, don't give them so much meaning that you forget that this is not what will give you the fulfillment. It's how you get there. Because you will arrive there eventually, or you might not be. We never know how life turns out, if life still turns. But fulfillment is something that goes with you. It should be with you. And if you can find it within, then you don't even need that goal in at the end, because you're already living fulfilled. And people don't have to understand this. This is the most important thing. Don't be confused by what other people think. Don't be confused by their questions. And if you're someone that they cannot put into a box, that will confuse them. So don't be confused by their confusion. Just let them be. And if they don't let you be, let them be even in that. You accept what is, you accept who they are, even if they don't when it comes to you. Just leave it. Don't be confused by that. Just move on with your life and live as you do, because it's not about comparison. It's not about being understood. It's not about feeling like you belong. Those things are not important. If you keep on doing what you feel like is the most closest to your truth, you will automatically attract things that are closest to your heart, because that's your energetic makeup, that's your frequency. You move in a way, you do things that will put you in places and with the people that are also valuing the same things. So all those things will happen naturally. Don't be confused and come off track just because of other people. That could make things I forgot what the word is, but that would make things be much slower. Just stay on your path, even if you don't know where it is going, because you don't have to know where it is going. And I personally believe it's better if you don't know, because then you allow the universe or something bigger to create it in a way that you could have never imagined. So stay on your path, the path that you don't know is a path right now. It is. Stay there, move there, don't stay, move on. Keep on going and live your life true to yourself. Be proud in that. Don't try to make other people understand. Don't put pressure on yourself. Live it, be it. If that's too big for other people, let it be. You're bigger than what they think. Oh, you're more. Be more than people can understand, if that's what it is. That's it for today's episode. I'm so sweaty. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And don't forget to subscribe. Yeah. And we see each other on the next episode. Bye bye.